Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Friday to you all, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, happy whatever day of the week it may be. Today was the last working day before Japan goes on Golden Week, and well, I had a little day out and about as part of my research lab in Tokyo itself, and let me tell you, rush hour on the last day of work before Golden Week is a nightmare and a half, but I am finally home. It is almost 8 p.m. now, but I'm just eating dinner, and I am ready to get into some music. Playing a little bit of catch-up from this week, just because there are some releases that I want to get around to before the weekend, one of which is this one, ARTMS' next installment in their pre-debut series, Pre-3 Candy Crush. Now, usually I don't know what these releases are like before going into them. This one, however, I've been told, or more like I've read, that it's, you know, if pre-release or pre-2 was based off of Heejin's solo work so far as under the ARTMS label, Candy Crush is going to be more hustle-based with plastic candy, so a little bit more city pop, a little bit more laid back, and I'm very curious to see what direction that sound has real well and truly gone. So here we go. It's so stinking hot this week too. Like, the humidity. It's very Kanto region-esque, but the humidity just makes everything so much warmer. But you know what? I'm gonna quit complaining, and I'm going to enjoy some of the music so I can finally unwind for the weekend. So here we go. Oh, it is chill. Okay, the vibes already are immaculate. Oh? Ooh. This nice laid-back pace. Immaculate vibes. Low vocals. Peep the vocal harmonies. Slide in on it one time, hustle. Oh, just the sensation I'm getting listening to this song is so good. It's such an interesting little like cut-in too. Sounds like a warble from like an apex predator bird. I love how everyone, regardless of what part of the song it is, what range they're singing, can just slide into the beat and just ride the rhythm so well. I don't know if it's the like time of day that I'm recording this on, but the fact that it's 3 to 8 in the evening and I'm listening to a song that is this kind of laid back and easy is great. It's the perfect time of day to listen to something like this. I was kind of hoping that went somewhere. It's another. I mean, it's not long. It's not short either, I guess, but that is a very tasteful song. It might be my favorite of the pre-series. I think it's, pre 1, pre 2, and pre 3 are all very different sonically. Like, we've gotten just super intense dramatic with Birth. What was the second one called? Flower Rhythm. Flower Rhythm, much more along the lines of your kind of higher energy, more, más rápido, so to speak. But Candy Crush, to me, it's maybe has something to do with the fact that I just really like city pop as a genre. I love the laid backness of it. I love that it's one of those types of genres where you can kind of listen to anybody you want from the city pop genre and just really enjoy it. But you don't have to try too hard to enjoy it. It's very much a mood setting, like ambience type of song, or type of song genre. And I feel like, admittedly, I'm not like the most well-versed Orbit when it comes to their discography, but even just like the general industry during the days of Luna, city pop wasn't a genre that was very utilized. I feel like, well, if we're talking about Luna time period wise, we're like at the tail end of the Christian Horse Girl music with like Lovelies and G Friend, and we're getting more into the kind of electronic dancey type music. But you really only get city pop on your occasional B-sides. Of course, there were artists out there who would do, city pop like as their sound. But the fact that now that we have 5 members over at ARTMS, and Hustle had Plastic Candy as part of her like little digital single for her little solo like concert tour that she did, her mini concert tour she did. What was it, like 81.2 FM or something like that? I forget what it was actually called, but the fact that we got that little sprinkle of ARTMS city pop already, and don't get it twisted, she sounded terrific on it. Like, Hustle's voice with city pop, I think, is a match made in heaven. But the fact that we've gotten all 5 of them on a city pop song, and they all sound tremendous on it, makes my heart very happy indeed, because hopefully that means we get more of this sound in the future. Because, honestly, I want the kind of casualness, the laid backness that I get from this song, sung by all 5 of them. They have the range to do it. They have the vocal ability to pull it off. And they've got a music team that understands each of the members' strengths and incorporate them in a way that just works for this genre. Hey, we'll go through the first verse again, but... So I definitely saw some comments a little bit earlier. Hold on. I want the Jinsel squish. Squish. Anyways. I saw some people, like, partially joking around saying, hey, ARTMS and roller skating means we technically got a BB interaction, but honestly, why does, like, dimly lit roller skating and city pop work, like, stylistically? Heejin, why do you have to flex the low vocals like right away? Like, you don't even give us any chance to prepare for that. Like, come on, ma'am. And it's not like a fuzzy low tone either. There's a lot of body behind the low tone. It's like we move down the line, going Heejin into Jinsel, into Lip, into Chitty. The voice each voice gains treble every single time, but still sits pretty low, and then Hustle comes in with the big treble, the breathy high tone. It's just... And then we kind of break up the order again. Let Lip with her distinct high tone come in. Yeah, just everything works for me. All the placements work for me. All of the like vocal choices work for me. The instrumentals work for me. The genre works for me. The only really qualm I have about it is I want a bridge and a final chorus. I don't want it to end where the bridge is supposed to go. I want it to just keep going. I want this to be like a 4-minute city pop song. Anybody else get that feeling? Like, yeah, it's so good, but I want more. And it's not like, okay, we've gotten every single part of the song and it's still short. There's still a little tail end that could be, theoretically, could be there that isn't here in the final mix, and that makes me slightly sad. But yeah, I feel like that's a pretty common problem nowadays, so I'm not going to dwell too much about it. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. But that does leave the question, where are they going to go next? Because, I mean, I mentioned earlier, 3 very different directions. Where else is there to go? We could go... Well, I'm trying to think. If each song is based off of, like, a member's project, so, you know, we had Heejin's, like, solo works for Flower Rhythm. We went Plastic Candy-esque for Candy Crush. Birth was just super dramatic and kind of standalone. So does that mean Pre-4 is going to be kind of similar to Air Force One and the OEC revival? Ooh. I'd be interested to see if that theory becomes true or not, because then that would kind of set itself up for dramatic opening, Heejin, Hustle, OEC, and then one more conclusion to Pre-5 before we get the full thing. Does that theory check out? I don't know, I'm waffling at this point, but that's what you kind of get on this channel, isn't it? But anyways, that is it for me today. Candy Crush, terrific song. Probably is my favorite pre-release that ARTMS have dropped so far. But I'm hoping that gets one-upped every single time, because I'm always going to be a fan of good music, right? We all are. We're all fans of great music. And hopefully that level just keeps going up in the future. But thank you for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, you know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.